Hi guys, it's VI Life with Kelly, and yes, I am really recording this many videos back to back. So let's get into it. I want to talk about the concept or idea of we just grew apart. If you want to know my thoughts on when couples make decisions to divorce, to go their separate ways, based on we just grew apart. If you want to know what I think about that, then this is your video and definitely keep watching. um, One thing I want to say is that everything evolves, you all. Everything goes through transitions and growth, but nothing changes truly. And the only thing that changes is your decision. That's what changed. Your decision to continue or not. I'm definitely wanting you all to understand what I'm saying to you is, for example, let's use a tree. A tree is a tree from the moment it began growing into the moment it became its fullness, with all its branches and wonders, and it never changes being a tree through all the seasons. Year after year, hundreds of years go on, it is still a tree. It is still cleaning the air for us. It is still a tree, whether it has one single leaf or not. And it is a part of the community of trees. It can never change that it is a tree. Now, when couples get together for whatever reason, they've made a decision to be together, whether they're young or not. They've made a decision to be together. They marry, they have children, they've decided to overlook a lot of things, to work through a lot of things, to deal with a lot of things. And as we get older and we mature and we transition and we change our focus on what might have been important at 19 to what might be important at 29 to what is important on 39 and what is important on 49 and what is important at 59 and 69 and 79, 89. All of that changes, doesn't it? Maybe at 19, it may have been really, really, really important for you to be able to watch your games. But because you wanted to keep this person in your life, you sacrificed going to San Francisco to watch a game once a season, or going, getting that, becoming that season ticket holder, right? You may have sacrificed that because at 19, you just weren't at the place to make that an issue in your relationship. You sacrificed that. And at 29, you brought it up a little bit. And at 39, you're just like, hey, I've sacrificed for 20 years for you. I've really been wanting all this time to go to these games, to be a season ticket holder. I've been waiting on you to evolve to the point and not settle into the point of thinking that I never ever I'm going to get over it, or I'm just going to move on from this. You see what I'm saying to you all? It's like, it really was always there. And it's not that you've grown apart, It's that you've changed the decision. That's what's happened. Because I'm here to tell you all, in 2022 and 2020, anything, it is absolutely insane to get a divorce and be single out here in this world because you quote unquote grew apart, and you did not. You didn't grow apart. You changed the decision to be together. The things that you overlooked, the things that you disregarded, the things that you dealt with, you felt like, hey, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And you don't realize that this person has become accustomed to you being like this for 20 years, for 10 years, for 5 years. They're used to you being that way. So for you to all of a sudden be like, no, I'm not like that, and I'm going to the game this Sunday in New York, and y'all live in Vegas, in the Caribbean, and y'all live in Texas, in Illinois, and you guys live in Florida. And how shocking that is, and how disruptive that is, because the person is like, who is this new man? Who is this new woman? And who are you going to Illinois with? And you've never been to Illinois the whole time I've known you. It brings up so many unresolved feelings. And then another thing, it's like, how dare you stand and go for what you want? And I've been holding back things I want too for 20 years. I wanted to do this. And instead of you all taking a deep breath and saying, you know what, honey, can I go with you? I'd love to start something new with you. You know what, 20 years of marriage, 20 years of whatever, 10 years, I don't care if it's 5 seconds. The freedom to be yourself and to be with someone that embraces all of you, even as the layers of your onion are being peeled back, even if it took 30 years for you to finally be able to say, hey, this is important to me. I would like to share it with you or without you, not meaning getting a divorce, meaning I don't mind to do golf by myself or with my friends, or find a circle or create a circle to do golf, but I do mind not having golf anymore. Or I don't mind, would you like to learn how to play golf with me? Or would you like to, like, being able to be transparent and open with your spouse and say those things, and they embrace it like, okay, babe, let's do it. Or absolutely, I would love for you to have a circle, a golfing circle, a season ticket holder circle. Yes, babe, do your thing. Yeah, I can host a game too. I can, yeah. That's what really happened in these relationships. You all changed the decision to be together. All the things you've been doing all this time that's been keeping you guys together is what's gonna keep you together. All the sacrifices. And I just don't like, what I hate is, and I did this too, I've done this too in my own marriage, is when you don't say the things you need to say when you were dating, when you were courting, when you were engaged, when you weren't standing up for yourself like, hey, look, I love you and I love that you love me too. But if you just love this cut out, this cookie cutter person that I'm showing you right now, then we're probably not gonna make it. If I have to stay like this, if it's in your mind that I'm always gonna be like this and nothing else, then maybe we're not the right one for each other, because I actually like XYZ. I actually need more. We're just not in a position, I feel like, to demand this right now. Or I actually want us to find a way to have these things incorporated in our relationship. This is a part of my love language. This is a part of my love with you, is being able to explore and grow and share in these activities and share in these experiences with you. And I need you to be able to understand that. I need you to be able to give that to me as I give it to you. I need us to cover each other in that capacity. you guys. So really, 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 really take a good look at what you're saying created the division in your relationship, and fix it. Change your mind and say, I can do this. I can do this. I will be this. I can share this. I can have it all. I can keep my marriage and my family, and I can still enjoy XYZ, and it's going to be okay. This too shall pass. We'll get over this hill. We'll get under this bridge. It's going to happen. Keep your mind made up. Bring God into the valleys. Bring God into the sunny days. Keep God where He's actively involved in your life and transmitting the communication, the verbal cues, the nonverbal cues, the body language, the energy, the conversation, the word, whatever it is that's needed to pierce each other's soul so that you can hear one another, because that's what really happens. You stop listening to one another and you become this thing where each person think they know better than the other, or what the other one needs or what they don't need, and you start disregarding, which it just destroys the relationship, because you never need to stop believing that your spouse is the number one person in your life, that they support you, that they're your best friend, they're forever your girl, forever your man, they're your date, they're your ride or die. Like, you never need to stop believing that. That energy carries on. And so definitely wanted to chime in on that, because I come across couples, divorced couples all the time, that have gotten divorced in the last 5 years, in particular the last 2 and 3 years, and with very small children. And I'm always baffled. I'm like, do you feel like that was a good decision? One person is saying, no, I didn't want to, but we grew apart. What is that? What is we grew apart? Your children are going to get older. They're going to go off to college. You could call that growing apart. They're going to get married. They're going to go to their house. You could call that growing apart. You could say, oh, you done moved into the house. I don't deal with those people. Or you could choose to be understanding that they are at a certain point in their lives where they need their own home. They want to have certain experiences, and you guys have a different relationship now, but you are still very much family, and you very much still carry on a life together, and you respect and honor their needs at where they are now, and you love and cherish that as well. So hopefully this video is insightful. I would encourage anyone who got a divorce based on we grew apart to get back together ASAP, and not be out here in this jungle of a war field of what is called, quote unquote, dating in the 2020s, 22, and any other year. Don't do it. It's a nightmare on Elm Street. Go back home. Be thankful to go back home. Work it out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.